Today I want to share with you an epiphany that I had right in the past few months, which is basically that every person around you is a reflection of yourself, right? Everyone is like a mirror that is just pointing to yourself of the past that you don't recognize within yourself, right? Let's say you're just walking down the street and there's a person right in front of you and they just stop and they just tell you, yo, come here. And they tell you that you're ugly, right? Now, the reason why you might feel uncomfortable and you might feel like a bit shameful is not because you got hurt because they called you ugly. The reason is because there was something poked inside of you that made you feel that way. And so to make it into a more concrete example, let's say there's a person right here, right? And let's say you're here. And let's say they say something which kind of puts you off balance, right? Wait, let me just fix your head. Let's say you're wearing some shoes and that person is like, yo, those shoes are dead, bro. You know what I mean? They're like, those shoes are dead. And you feel this sort of internal shame, this internal feeling uncomfortable because someone criticized you, right? And the reason is not because you feel criticized. The reason you feel the shame, this guilt, is not because you got criticized. It's because something inside of you, this is your mind, something inside of you was poked, right? And when that gets poked, something within you gets poked, that becomes your default state of operation. What that basically means is that when you get offended, when people make you sad, when people make you angry, people are not making you feel that way, right? They are just poking at the things which are within you that make you feel that way. That sadness or that anger or that blaming yourself is already within you. What people are doing is not making you feel sad. They're not making you feel angry. What's basically going on is that they are poking at the stuff inside of you, which is anger, which makes you angry, right? They bring to you a memory about something similar which might have happened. The reason why you feel anger or sadness, right? If you have anger or sadness or any other emotion, you can probably trace back a different thoughts or different memories of related to that same feeling. If you are angry, you can probably think of situations where you were angry in. If you were sad, you probably can think of situations where you were sad in, right? And if you were happy, you can think of scenarios where you were happy in. What that basically means is that when people say something like that to you, you're not really taking it to heart. What's basically going on is that they are poking at stuff within you. And now your duty is to turn this way, right? Is to look at what is being poked at. Ignore this person for a second, just forget about that person. But now you need to like question, why am I feeling that way, right? And the way you can question these things is by asking yourself questions, right? Because we've never asked ourselves questions. What we do is we are born and we blindly follow what people tell us. We blindly follow what our parents tell us. We blindly follow what our teachers tell us. We're not really experiencing and like plucking out stuff from our own psyche. We're just using everything around us and we're just copying everything, emulating everything, right? When you shift your perspective and you question yourself, why do I believe this to be true? Why do I believe this? Why do I believe that? Why do I believe I can't achieve success, right? It's basically these questions. These are called shadow questions, and I got this from a YouTuber and a public speaker called Julian himself, so check him out on YouTube. It's like these shadow questions which you can ask yourself, and they get deep and deep and deep within your own sort of role. And the point we're doing this is we're not really figuring out, we're not really answering like an exam. We're just asking ourselves questions, right? So the first question could be, why is success not for me? All right? Not for me. That could be a question you ask yourself. Now, on the surface, you may be like, no, I deserve success though. But what inside of you pokes out when you listen to that? What inside of you kind of jumps up? You can pick out that thing and you can write, this is how I feel internally. I may not express it to the outer world, but this is how I feel internally. Another question you can ask yourself is, why am I not worthy or not good enough? That's a good one, right? If you ask yourself, why am I not good enough? Now, the internal answer, the direct answer is like, well, I'm good enough though. However, you need to go a bit deeper and ask yourself, what inside of me signals that I am not good enough? And then you can directly address that thing firsthand, right? And so another thing on the same topic as every person is a reflection of yourself, right? is basically that when you hurt one person or you show love to one person, it tends to sort of impact everyone on the same level. Let's say you give a person a compliment, right? Chances that that person will be happy and they will tend to smile because of your compliment. And when another person walks in and they look at their smile, they will smile themselves. So in a way, you're basically creating like a butterfly effect where your one good action leads to the happiness or the sadness of more people around you. And so to give you like a demonstration of this concept is that you need to think of everyone as everything as a cloud, right? Let's say this cloud is basically your consciousness, and everyone operates on the same sort of consciousness, right? But we have different personalities and different sort of beliefs and thoughts and concepts that we use to identify with ourselves and identify with the world. But you need to think of your consciousness as like a non-linear dynamic that we use to experience the world, right? So let's say we are here, right? We are all connected to the same consciousness. However, we are different people, right? So like, let's say there's like a four people right here, but like everyone's connected. In reality, right, you can say that everyone is connected, and if you hurt one person, you're likely to hurt yourself in the process, right? So let's say this person compliments this person about like their eyes or something, and this person smiles because of that compliment. These people, they see this person smiling and they smile themselves, right? This guy sees him smiling, he smiles, and it basically creates like a butterfly effect of your good action causing the harmony of, god damn, causing the harmony of others, right? Additionally, if you make this person happy, chances are you internally will feel that same happiness, because in this paradigm, giving is receiving. When you are giving love, you are receiving love, and vice versa. When you are giving hate or you are giving negativity or some sort of negativity that you're giving to other people, you are receiving that same thing unconsciously, right? You're not really aware of you being negative, but if your mind is thinking negative thoughts, then chances are you will be in the cycle of negativity, right? And if you are still stuck in the cycle of negativity, where you wake up in the morning and you're on your phone and you planned out something productive but you can't really do it, and you plan to change but you keep delaying it, I've got a fantastic opportunity for you where you can just click the link in the description and book a call with me. It's going to be free, and so I'll see you there, right? But with that being said as well, what you need to realize from this is that wherever you show to people, whatever happiness or sadness or anger or hate or negativity or hope, whatever you spread it around other people, you will receive the same thing with you, right? And so with that being said, what you basically got to realize is when you hurt something, you hurt everything, and that includes you. When you give love to something, you give love to everything, and that includes you, right? So with that being said, I hope this really helps you. Just realize that everything is a reflection, and this will be able to help you take decisions and make decisions based on the perspective that when you are hurting someone, you are inherently hurting yourself back, right? So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.